Bienvenidos, fans of the hottest entertainment on the planet. I'm Fuego here, and this is a little Rapido Fuego review. It's what I like to call my out-of-theater reaction stuff, and this was just released by Searchlight Pictures this past weekend, and it was sitting on my list of highly anticipated for the fall because of the fact that when it was on the festival circuit, it got a lot of awards consideration. Great to see Brendan Fraser getting back on the saddle again after winning the Oscar for The Whale just a couple of years ago, but I just went and checked out Rental Family. And so Brendan Fraser plays a American who has been living for the past 7 years in Tokyo, Japan as an actor. And so he's kind of at the point in his career where he's really fighting for any sort of work. I mean, he's done like superhero toothpaste commercials and things like that. But after taking on a particular job, he gets acquainted with a guy who has a company called Rental Family, as translated to English. And so he gets to work where he is essentially standing in with different families playing various roles. There's a very amusing sort of montage that's early in the film where you see just all the different sorts of portrayals that he is responsible for, which is great. He's at one point playing video games with this guy, and yet and doing various other things. But, the two that really stick are, there's one situation where he is playing a American father of a girl who named Mia, who was trying to get into this very prestigious school. And so even though the absentee father situation of this family dynamic, he is hired by the mother to jump in and take on that role. And I just kept thinking of Almost Famous with Lester Bangs talking to Patrick Fugit's character, where he's like, you made friends with him, didn't you? And that's what happens, where he just takes on the role of this father and he gets close with this young girl. And I mean, it's just the best way I can describe it, because he also has another situation with this aging actor who is trying to reconnect with the home that he grew up in. He's kind of estranged from his daughter and everything, but that is kind of the B story here of the other relationship that just gets a lot deeper and more significant. And there is just such a significant semblance of sweet sincerity to not just the story, but Brendan Fraser's performance. And the thing that's so ironic about that is, I mean, he's playing a role, and yet there's still just such deep empathy and conviction and just care and compassion, and it just oozes off the screen. The entire film just embodies this sort of, it's going to hit you in the feels most definitely. And I mean, even beyond that, Hikari, I believe, is the name of the female filmmaker who was behind this, directed it, also co-wrote the script. She was behind the television show on Netflix, Beef, if I recall the Letterboxd credits correctly, and that won a bunch of awards. And so this is easily jumped to, some of the most effective cinema that I have seen this year. I really hope that Brendan Fraser gets some awards consideration for this, and that, the writing, the cinematography, whether it's Tokyo itself or just some of like the more countryside, everything is just gorgeous. Cannot recommend this one enough.